Let me say first to Brian Young, thank you, Brian, because when you finished speaking, my niece leaned over to me and said, "After that one, Uncle Dave, good luck." I also want to call attention to the fact that this event is being live streamed, because there are a lot of people who are not able to be here with us tonight, and very much appreciate the fact that the college has live streamed it so those people can participate. Thank you, Chris, for those very kind remarks. When Josh Kessler called me to inform me that I was being inducted into this year's Hall of Fame, I was speechless. Now, those of you who know me know that I am seldom, if ever, speechless. Josh just laughed at my silence. I had thought that perhaps someday, after I was long gone, dead and buried, someone might remember what I had done, and I might be inducted. Josh expressed how much better it is to honor someone while they're still alive. I totally agree. And while I've never been a member of any varsity athletic team, I have and hopefully always will be a huge athletic supporter. And you can take that comment any way you want. Congratulations to my fellow inductees, and it truly is an honor to join this group. And a huge thank you to the Hall of Fame committee, and especially to Liz Lefebvre-Bushy, who's been my liaison for this. Having been a member of this committee a while back, I understand how much time and energy goes into each year's selection. This is much appreciated. There's an old African proverb that it takes a village to raise a child. That is also very true for student athletes at St. Michael's College. Chris has said some nice things about me, but the reality is that I did nothing by myself. Fortunately, we have, and for a long time have had, an amazing village here. And the collaboration between admissions, Jerry Flanagan's group, student life, thank Lou DeMasi, residence life, the Wellness Center, personal counselors, the Society of St. Edmunds, and especially Father Brian Cummings. Brian has made it possible for our varsity teams to have their team retreats at St. Anne's Shrine. Much appreciated, Father Brian. Our wonderful athletic training staff, thanks to Zaf Bludovich and now Renee Bro. Members of our faculty who have understood that our student athletes are so much more than merely athletes. People like George Ashline, Susan Kuntz, Paul Olson, Ray Patterson, and Joan Rye. Academic affairs, the presidents, the leadership of our athletic department, my friend Jerry Nortz, and now Chris Kenny, our athletic director. Megan DeLude, you are the best. Tacey Lincoln, Denise, John, Josh, our caring and dedicated coaches. I am particularly grateful to Sue Duprat, Josh Meyer, Carla Hessler, Damian DeJulian, Molly Peters, and the incredible Shannon Bollard, who in addition to being our wonderful women's basketball coach is also the advisor for our Student Athletic Advisory Committee. I have always maintained that St. Michael's College SAC is the best not only in the Northeast 10, but in the country. And last but never the least, our amazing student athletes who have invited me in to talk with them, who have listened to me, asked me challenging questions, allowed me to challenge them, understood when I believed in them more than they believed in themselves, and who never, ever stopped being the best. All of these folks have worked collaboratively to produce an environment where our student athletes can thrive, succeed, and become better members of our world, a world which desperately needs good people. When I started as the NCAA faculty athletics representative 15 years ago, fewer than half of our 21 varsity teams had a grade point average of 3.0 or better. Fewer than half. And most of those teams were our women's teams. And while most of the top teams academically today continue to be our women's teams, when I retired 2 years ago, 18 of our teams had over a 3-point. And 2 of the 3 who didn't had a 2.9 plus. Our men's ice hockey team had a 3.43 and was number 1 out of our 10 men's teams. And for the first time since we started keeping track, our men's basketball team had over a 3-point. They proved that our student athletes could achieve academically as well as athletically. In addition to what I've just mentioned, I could never have done the things I have been able to accomplish with our student athletes without my own support system, my own village. Some of those folks are here with me tonight. My absolutely wonderful sister, Sue Wall, Her husband, Jim, who graduated from St. Mike's in '74, and who is largely responsible for my being here, so you can blame him. Their amazing daughter, my niece Maggie, who is a joy to my life. Her brother Michael, who could not join us tonight, and my dear friend Sue Kuntz. Sue is here. Sue listens to me, challenges me, and encourages me to always do the right thing. My chosen family of Brian Moore and Tom Robinson, who met in my office 27 years ago and have been together ever since. The man who warms my heart whenever he introduces me to folks saying, "This is my dad," Craig Mitchell. And my friends who couldn't join us tonight, Bob and Gordon, Davis and Ann, Craig and Colleen, Liz and Jim, Kim and Tommy, and so many others. Now, Josh asked me what it meant to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. I told him that my work with student athletes on their academic achievements and their mental health has been both challenging and some of the most rewarding work I have ever done in my over 55 years of working with young people. Being inducted into the Hall of Fame validates that maybe, just maybe, all that hard work has paid off. So thank you for this honor. And as Father Mike always said, thank you and God bless.